Why Powerplex is better than angstrom levy. Powerplex is the greatest representation of a shattered mind, and angstrom levy is the greatest representation of an ambitious fool.
Angstrom! You're dead!
And you should be. For all the disses that Powerplex gets, there are 100 more critiques I could pull for angstrom levy. I'm not gonna defend Powerplex, however. The way he was moving was dumb in Season 3. His actions and reasons he made against Invincible were illogical and unreasonable, mostly contradictory, unnecessary, and unfathomable. But they were clear. It was clear that he was mentally unstable. It was clear that he was blinded by grief. And it was clear that he didn't know what he wanted. Looking back, it was clear that Powerplex's perspective is skewed, blaming Invincible for a situation he was the victim of. He was fighting for a cause he knew he couldn't win, because even if Invincible went to court, it was clear that he would have been proven innocent. I'm sorry, I'm saying clear too much. He just wanted someone to blame, and that person couldn't be blamed. Yet I feel could be held accountable. Invincible had three chances to avoid Powerplex's turn to villainy. The first was with Shapesmith versus Powerplex, the second with Eve versus Powerplex, the third with Powerplex versus Mark. Now I say three because Mark had ample time to move Powerplex away from the hostages, but still, Powerplex's reason to be a hater is still stupid. At the end of the day, he unalived the two most important people to him and blamed someone else. But it can be understood. Angstrom, however, was dumb from the start. His plan never made any sense. Even if he wanted to combine all of the information of a multitude of different angstroms from different universes, he didn't need that many angstrom levies. And what was the plan afterwards? Did he think he could comprehend all of that information? And even if he did, it isn't possible to last that long without developing some sort of psychological damage or multiple personality disorder from obtaining information of multiple different people, having entire lifetimes of multiple different information. You can't do that. And surely one of them knew about the virus that killed the Viltrumites. What did he do not to find that information? Then there's the issue of when he met Invincible himself. Angstrom surely knew that he would be in a vulnerable state when in that machine. He should have given the Mauler twins clear instructions not to kill him. Everything that Angstrom Levy does after that can't really be pinned against him. Because he wasn't really Angstrom Levy, he was an amalgamation of multiple different people's past trauma. He was barely one person and barely a person in mind. What separates Angstrom Levy and Powerplex is the capacity in which they viewed their efforts. Angstrom Levy had the ambition of a 5-year-old in a fictitious world. He could do anything, go anywhere, find anything theoretically in an infinite multiverse. But Powerplex's story is always drenched with a sense of hopelessness. He tried using the legal system not to avoid the misuse of his own power against others, but because he genuinely thought he couldn't do anything else other than that. You can see it in someone's face. When they want to rip someone's spine off, bash their skull, and wipe them from the face of the planet. But they can't. Not because of physical limitations, but because of the legal, moral, and societal limitations placed on them. In Powerplex's case, it was physical limitation. A physical, legal, and societal limitation. It was hopelessness at its finest. He knew he couldn't win a fight against him. He knew he would lose. He knew he couldn't win a fight against his father. He knew he was already gone. He knew he couldn't put him in jail because of he was already innocent in the eyes of many. But he had to do something, anything, to hope to win against him. And that's what this is all about. Hope. And the ones who had less ended up in a worse place.